Second question. All the Clinton wells non-producing, any well above the Marcellus, are they going to be sealed? Any non-producing well, the Werfen well, non-producing well, are they going to be plugged and sealed before the Marcellus is put underneath them?
Okay, you had a couple of questions there actually. Are the producing wells or the
non-producing?
Okay, non-producing or orphan. We term an orphan well a well that was drilled at some point, maybe operated at some point, and then it lost its owner. The owners might have died, or something happened to the owners where they're no longer around. Usually it's a death of the owner. Those wells are addressed through an orphan well fund. It's a tax we place on the oil and gas industry, put into a fund. Mike McCormick's the manager of that fund, and we'll probably get questions on this topic more later. We can go into more detail. But the landowner could apply if they have a true orphan well on their property and apply for the state to contract with oil field contractors to come on that property and plug the well through our orphan well program at our program's expense. There would be no cost to the landowner in that kind of situation. If there were a non-producing well, as I mentioned in the quick summary of Senate Bill 165, the law was strengthened to allow us to address how long a well may be idle. So if there's a true idle well, and an idle well simply means that the well has been turned off, it's not producing for some reason. If the idle well has an owner, it's not orphaned, then after some period of time that's defined by law, we can give what's called an administrative order. We can place an order to the company and then put requirements on that order that would require the owner of that idle well to either fix the well and place it into production within a specified time frame or plug the well within a specified time frame. Now, I think part of your question is also, would that affect the horizontal drilling also?
I'm asking, is it going to be mandatory that you do away with all these idle abandoned wells before you drill underneath them?
Well, it would depend if the same target formation is drilled. The importance there is that you don't allow another well bore that's unplugged to be in close proximity to a well that's being drilled at the same depth, the same formation, so that that unplugged idle well or orphan well becomes a conduit for potential contamination. So
that's what I'm concerned about.
In that regard, yes, that would have to be addressed.
Okay. I've got an idle well on my property. It's been idle since 1999, and it's never been plugged. I turned it in last March, and it's still not plugged.
Is it orphan?
No, it's not an orphan. It's well number 34-151-2-3155-00-00.
Mr. Claus will address that for you.
Okay.
Talk to Dave after.
I think I did. But they've never done nothing with the well. It's been sitting there idle.
That was an old range resource well.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, I remember, yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your question.